relationship with change, a better change that also facilitates cognition, ideation, and emotional intelligence. And that's it.
That's great. So one of the questions, and we just started streaming live into our B2B CEO Society group in Facebook. So wave hello to the people watching on Facebook. And yeah, again, apologies if you're watching this and you can't get in. Next time, yeah, put it in your contract. That's right, Lawrence. Yeah, so there's a bunch of people who are trying to join us. And if you are watching this, we apologize. Next week, we're going to have it all in one place. And so come and join us. So today, we've just gone around and introduced ourselves, and I'll introduce myself. I'm Chala Dinkoy, CEO and founder of the Repositioning Expert. 4 out of 5 business owners never get asked for their information or for a business meeting after they introduce themselves to their prospects. What I do is I help fix what they're saying so that every hello turns into a request for a meeting. And what I'd like to do is go through the room, and we could be finished way faster than we normally are. But what I'd like to do is go through the room, and I want you to tell us about the last time that you can remember getting a client that was not through a referral. How did you get a client that was not through a referral? So I'm going to start with Elaine again. Every time I start with you. Can you think of a time that you got a client that was not through a referral? And how did you get them? You're muted.
Does getting a client through your social media posting count?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then that would be how I would have gotten the last client.
So
I would have posted something about video gaming addiction, and someone would have
great. So
contacted me.
Tell us about your social media strategy and how you do it, what you post, and where you post, how often you post, and then maybe the rest of us will learn how to get clients without referrals.
Well, I post every day. I post on Instagram. I don't always post every day on LinkedIn. I probably do LinkedIn maybe 3 or 4 times a week. I have a Facebook page and a Twitter page. So I try to post something every day. And I try to, and I blog once a month, of course, and post that. And I try to give up-to-date resources, articles, information on whatever the latest trends are in the world of addiction, and update my own, because I speak, and I'm in the midst of writing book 2, so I post updates on where I'm at with that as well. And every once in a while, I will post something personal. For about every 4 or 5 business type posts, I will post something about, something that I'm enjoying doing on my off time. And I also post a lot of information for parents, specifically for their own self-care, because that's really important when you're dealing with addiction.
Great. And what happened? How did you get the clients?
Oh, I don't even remember what I posted. And I may have posted it on Game Quitters, because I do moderate some other gaming addicted and screen addicted Facebook pages. And so I would have possibly posted, I probably posted something there.
And somebody just said, can we work together?
Yeah, they sent me a private message and asked me.
Very nice. Congratulations.
Thanks.
And Deborah, I know you've moved and it's been a different environment, but tell us about the last time you got a client not through referral.
The last time I got a client not through referral was through a request for proposal.
Okay, and how did you get that?
How did I get that? It was posted on a training website.
Okay, and was it a website that you check regularly, or had you set up an alert? How did you find out about it?
I had been on that for many, many years with nothing. Mm-hmm. And I got that. I think it's defunct now.
But it was an industry website?
Yes,
Great. Wonderful. So, and then you got the RFP.
right, right. It
Ex-
was to do work in Jordan, for goodness sakes.
Wow, you got that job?
I got that job, yeah.
Good for you.
Hey,
Yeah, that must have been fun.
I did 3 different training programs for them and wrote curriculum for them. And I've been back to Jordan through referrals 3 other times.
Wow, nothing like referrals. But what I'm interested in is no referrals, right? It's got to start somewhere. Yeah. Lawrence, tell us, what was the last time? How did you get a client without a referral?
Never,
Sorry?
never, zero.
You've never gotten a client without a
I'm
referral.
just trying to go through the list of my clients, and I don't think anybody's ever just called me up out of the blue and
Wow.
said, you know, I'm trying to think. Well, the only other, well, okay, through a networking group. That's about the only one
That's
client.
Okay, that's good. So tell us about what group that was, how often you went there.
I went there every week.
Okay, and what was the group?
The How Networking meetup group that used to meet face to face at the Promenade Mall Thursday mornings, and now meets on Zoom Thursday mornings from
Really? Okay.
7:45 till 9 o'clock. And there is a member of that group who I had met through that group who said to me, I have somebody else who set up my bookkeeping on um, QuickBooks Online for me, but I want to deal with you because I like you better.
Aw, that's really nice. Okay. Okay, so networking. So how's it working for you outside of like in person? Is it still as effective?
Yeah. I mean, I mean, as I said, 99% of my clients all come from referrals,
Yeah.
either from existing clients or from CPAs that I know who don't do bookkeeping because I don't do any tax work. And, you know, that's where the referrals come in. And doing networking on Zoom has been slightly more productive, but the best thing about it for me is that it got me face to face with people, and I got to hear other voices and see other faces, because much as I love my wife and my son, not 24/7. And I really was having difficulty in late April and early May, and then everybody started doing networking again on Zoom, and that really helped chase some of the blues away. I mean, I think, to Elaine's point, I probably set a record for coming into my office in April and May and playing Spider Solitaire.
Wow.
And so
That's really great. So Lawrence, imagine what's available to you if you actually do any other kind of marketing other than just waiting for referrals. Isn't that crazy? You could double, triple your sales if you actually ever do marketing.
yeah, there is some marketing I do, but not a lot. It's true.
Yeah, that's amazing. All right.
I know my website needs a major rewrite again, but
Yeah, but look at how Elaine got clients, right? And look at how Deborah got. And then I'll tell you about how I'm getting them. So even if you were to do one of those things, right, it would be different than.
I may have to come back and listen to that on the replay, because unfortunately I have another meeting at 4 o'clock.
Oh no. Okay. Well, where you
I have another webinar where I have to learn some more bookkeeping and accounting skills. So.
Oh no. Well, that's not important. All right. So Irene, tell us about the last time you got a client that was not through a referral.
The last time I got a client that was not through referral, well, it's happened a couple of times, was through LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it astounded me because although I'm not trying to knock social media, but I have a social media audience of close to 200,000. And if I were to talk about the time I spent building that, but doing what Chala, would be wrong, not asking for the sale, just writing and writing. My blog was one of the top 200 most read for 6 years. And then I had a mentor who said, Irene, all these awards, it's really great. But I mean, where's the ROI? So I decided that for me, my work is a passion.
Yeah.
And I decided that I want to work with companies and individuals who want to make a difference.
Mhm.
And while they're the 1% CEOs, they're a phenomenal group.
Mhm.
And I've met people at the local rabba.
Ah,
uh, but most of I think that you have to do an element of marketing for sure. And I think that you have to be very niche, micro niche almost.
mhm. So Irene, tell us about the specifics of what happened on LinkedIn that they hired you
I
on.
have no idea.
How,
I
how,
have like 5,800 LinkedIn friends with almost everyone since LinkedIn started. I'll send a note saying, oh, great to link up. How can we help each other? Because to me, that's reciprocity.
uh-huh.
And that's what it's there for. Rarely does somebody even answer. So all of a sudden, I got this request from someone in Berlin. Actually, two people in Berlin, and I was amazed. One of them heard me speaking, and the other read my bio and just said, I knew that you were for me.
Wow. So your presence there. And where did they hear you speaking on LinkedIn? Are you doing LinkedIn Lives?
No,
Okay. How did they hear you speak? Like on a video or something? Okay. So it's through your content and through your engagement. That's fabulous. Congratulations.
thank you.
All right. Well, Crystal, tell us what was the last time you got a client?
Well, last time I got a client, it was just doing what I do in business. So I was on a call similar to this. I was the tech genius of the call, managing everything. And some people privately messaged me, said, I love what you're doing and I need your help. And so it
So
was
great.
just doing what I do. It filtered into more work.
I love it. Isn't that great when people catch you doing something right and
Yep.
then they do a job? That's
And it
amazing.
just felt like it was easy. I'm just doing my job. Or just doing the thing. I'm just focusing on that. And they're just looking at me like, wow, you're so amazing. And so I didn't need a web page. I don't need any of that. It's just seeing what is going on right in front of their eyes.
That's perfect. Yeah. And I can vouch, she's my technical genius. And yep, I can vouch for all the times that she saved me. And she's going to save us again next week when we're all on the same LinkedIn or same Zoom page that we're going to be doing Tuesday tea. Last week we had like 17 people. So I'm really sorry about this, you guys. Next week's going to be better. So
You know
now,
what? These things happen. I was giving a workshop on Zoom, and all of a sudden, I lost visual contact with everyone.
Woo.
Oh,
what
it
happened?
was awful. Well, how are you going to get oh, it was awful. They could hear me, they could see my slides, but it's really hard to train like that.
Yeah. Oh,
It
God.
was awful.
So you had to do the whole training that way? Oh my God, Irene, that would have killed me for sure.
It was an Irene moment. I tend to attract challenging things, and I thought, oh no.
Well, I will tell you guys about how I got my last client. And it was through it was through LinkedIn. And this last one, he said he just Googled me. So it was really my content. Again, just like Irene, he Googled me or he searched on LinkedIn for B2B sales and he found my name. But the one before that, I have a social selling team who are constantly reaching out to you guys. They're sending out new connection requests on LinkedIn and on Facebook to targeted people whose profiles fit who I want to work with. Then we engage them in a back and forth conversation about their business. And then we invite them, like that's how Deborah and I met. We invite them to a one-on-one call on Zoom for a 10-minute, consultation or whatever it is, just a connection call. And then we're able to either help each other or refer each other to other things or invite them to things like this. And it's just builds a relationship and ongoing. Like the next thing is I have a free education that I tell people about, which you may have heard of. It's called the Lead Gen Masterclass, Leveraging Your Elevator Pitch. It's repositioner.com/lead gen if you want to register. It's a free training. It's 5 days of free training. It's 20 minutes a day, starts on December the 7th. So go ahead and sign up for that. So these are some of the things that we're doing, and that's how I got my last client.
That's great.
Yeah, the person signed up for the free education, and then I do them every 6 to 8 weeks. So then she signed up for the second one, but she could never really attend full time. And then the third time we invited her was the charm. So then, you know, she wanted to book a call. And then on the call, she decided she wanted to do my podcast. And when we were talking about her business in the podcast, we then, you know, decided to work together. So you can see that it's not instant, right? And you can see that it doesn't matter, it works. And what I say to clients is, you know, there's over 1 billion people on LinkedIn. Even if you get 1%, you're okay. So imagine if you know how to reach out. And this is what I'm doing now with clients is we're sharing the screen and I'm teaching them how to do connections, we call it the DM tree, the direct messaging tree, how to flush out their top 3 pain points through the DMs, and then how to qualify them in a way that we then invite them over. So that's how I'm getting my clients now. And for me, it's a huge departure because I didn't know any of this. I was a complete virgin in social selling. I'd never even heard of the term, but I paid, you know, very expensive coaches to learn after COVID because all of my income was taken away because I usually spoke at conferences in the US to get my clients. So I am so glad that you guys have joined me. Are there any other questions you guys have or any other topics you want to share before I let you guys go?
No, I want to applaud you for everything you've done. It's really very inspiring, and I'm sorry that I didn't get to meet all of you.
Thank you.
I was late.
That's
Apologies.
We
I'm
can
back
connect on
I'm
LinkedIn.
back next week. You'll have a chance to meet us again.
Okay,
perfect.
that's good.
Yeah, that is good. So the vision is, I mean, I got this idea from a podcast host who he was a networking coach and all of his business went away because there's no need for networking coaches during COVID. So then he started this Zoom networking and he only had 10 people and they were just his friends. Today he has 1,000 and he's completely pivoted himself into a online event expert. And he now doesn't do any marketing, exclusively gets all of his clients from the people that do the networking every Friday. And it's like he invites business people, but it's not about business. It's just networking, right? So that's where I got the inspiration. And I'm hoping, like what Lauren says, is that you guys will keep coming back every week so that you get to know the faces. It's just like what Lawrence is saying about, yeah, see you later. Thanks for coming, Lawrence, about seeing the same people over and over again. So thank you so much for coming. Apologies again for the glitches. And I will be so happy to see you next week.
Chala, before
Yeah.
you go, just in the future, so to be really easy, we're just going to do repositioner.com/T. And then you can register for all the Tuesday teas that you can attend, and they will give you a private link. You can put it right into your calendar, and it'll be easy peasy from there.
Repositioner.com/T.
T.
Yeah. It's Tuesday tea with Chala. Bring your tea. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thanks, Chala. Have a good week.